Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through an everlane haul. I have accumulated a couple of everlane pieces and I feel like this was the perfect time to go ahead and go through all of them. Now, quick disclaimer, this is not sponsored by Everlane, but I have done some collaborations and they have gifted me some other things in the past. So between that and the giftings, I have accumulated all these pieces. So without further ado, if you'd like to see what I picked up from Everlane, then just continue watching. And the first thing we have is actually this blazer I am wearing. This is their oversized blazer in Buttersmooth. This blazer is very, very, very soft to the touch. And I do love this because this is like a subtle oversized kind of blazer. It's not too much. You know, there's a tendency with oversized blazers to sometimes look like it's swallowing you. And I do love when my blazers have a little bit more space to them and not necessarily close to the chest. I chose this kind of tan color because I didn't own anything like it in my closet. And I felt like, you know, might as well just add this color because I do have accessories like shoes and bags that matches this palette, and I figured it would be great to have something like this to easily pair with those accessories. It can go with like black, works well with like dark wash denim. It also works well with light wash denim. I actually did a video a couple months ago showing how to style this in a few different ways over on my Instagram. I will insert the video here so you can see what that looks like. And I always love kind of like rolling up the sleeves on these. It's my preference when it comes to almost any blazer. I love when they sort of just kind of look a little scrunched up, a little less put together, a little less professional looking. But the sleeves on me actually do reach the end of my wrist. If you are taller or you have longer limbs, you can rest assured that the blazer is going to fit. When I just want something quickly to throw on but that still looks like more put together, yeah, this one definitely fits the bill. And then the next blazer we have on the docket is this Italian wool blazer. Now this one is definitely more like fall winter appropriate because it is pretty thick. That wool is definitely coming through and you definitely feel kind of like the weight of that as well. The blazer I'm wearing right now is a bit more lightweight, whereas this one definitely feels more like kind of veering to the jacket territory. But I don't mind that just because, again, when the weather and the temperatures drop, I do appreciate having a blazer that can kind of sort of work as like a jacket instead of wearing an actual jacket. You know, the in-between time where it's like it's fall and it's like almost winter but not really, and it's like you need something that's a little bit thicker but you don't want to wear like a really thick coat. I feel like this blazer definitely helps to mediate and like mitigate that just a bit. And I went with this gray herringbone. Once again, I did not have anything like this in my closet, and I don't normally gravitate towards gray, but having this blazer just made me realize that gray is definitely a palette that can easily work with everything else I have in my wardrobe. This says it's oversized. I will say I don't really think it's oversized. I think this is kind of like just a truly well-fitted blazer. The one I'm wearing right now, I do feel like it's a bit more oversized than this one here, but if you do want that oversized feel, I would definitely say just go up a size, which I don't mind. I think that depending on what I'm wearing or the vibe I'm going for, this one definitely works for those kind of outfits. But if you wanted to go for like a more oversized look, you would definitely have to size up a couple. And then next we have this oversized button up, and I have quite literally shown this button up so many different times on this channel already, so there should be no surprise here why I love it so much. And I did do a whole video where I shared a couple of different ways to style an oversized button up. I'll definitely link it above if you're interested in watching that. Even though it is oversized, again, it's not like swallowing me, and I do still feel like it's structured in a way that just makes sense, but it also just doesn't look frumpy. Now this particular button up did come with like a tie, and I actually did wear like that when I went to the Beyonce Renaissance concert. But by the time I got in the stands and like after Act 1, after, you know, she sang a couple songs and I was in the stands dancing, I had to take that tie off and open up my shirt because I was burning up. Like, oh my God, I was so hot. Clearly I was having a good time. This is that type of top that I guess you would say is very versatile because it went from being like tied up to just not tied up to fully opened up. I also love the length on this. I do think that, you know, depending on your height, you can probably get away with wearing this as like a shirt dress. On me, it's like just about like I can get away with it. Like I have worn it like that with a pair of stockings and boots also from Everlane, and the blazer as well. I'll link that video here. It was part of a campaign I did. I think if they are still selling it, I would definitely try to link it below. I'm hoping that if they're not, that they will bring it back because it's a really good quality oversized button up. And speaking of button ups, the next one is this fit-in one, and I just wanted something like this in my wardrobe just in case. You know, you just never know. If you are a professional baddie and you are in the corporate space, I definitely feel like a button up like this is perfect. This one is actually 100% silk, so it is really soft to the touch and it lays in the body really nicely. What I also love about this is that it buttons up and it doesn't have that weird gaping situation. If you are a big bust girl, you know exactly what I'm talking about when there's that weird gap. And this one does not do that because, you know, the girls are here, okay? The girls are healthy and they're here. And sometimes with button ups, there's a tendency, if they're fitted, that it will start kind of just poking out and like, you know, gaping. But I can appreciate that this one honestly does not really give me that problem. How I styled it is I tucked it into a dress actually, and I tucked it in kind of like into this midi style dress, and honestly love the way that looks. Whether it's a midi style, mini style, even a maxi dress, I think this is a great layering kind of shirt that if you're wanting to go for a little bit more coverage, or you just want to like layer in a different way versus like using like a traditional regular t-shirt, you can definitely do that with this particular item. And then finally in the clothing section, we have these barrel jeans. Y'all, I have been wanting a pair of barrel jeans for the longest time. Now, it's one of those things where either you really like it or you hate them. Understandable. You know, I know they're not for everybody, but they are most definitely for me. Honestly, this is something that I know that I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of. And I don't know, I just like the funkiness of it. But what I do appreciate that is even though these are barrel, they're not like excessively barrel, because I've definitely seen some where I'm like, all right. But I do feel like these ones are just the right amount of barrelness to them. I don't know how to describe it. Even if you're somebody who likes to keep things very like simple, I feel like you can get away with wearing these and not feel like very uncomfortable while wearing them. These are some soft jeans, y'all. When I put them on, I was actually really shocked at how like soft and actually like a good amount of stretch they have. Not too much where it feels like it will kind of like just stretch out throughout the day, but just enough where it kind of just contours to the curves of your body. But I would say these are fairly high-waisted, and as I was wearing them, I do think that they start to kind of like shift down just a little bit, which personally I do like. I like when my jeans start to kind of relax. If you're looking for something and you want to experiment with your style a little bit more, then I would definitely say that like these barrel jeans fit the bill. Very happy with these, and I'm so happy to finally have them in my wardrobe. I lied, there's one more clothing item. Whoopsie, there is the trench coat. How could I forget? Quintessential fall item. This particular trench coat is 100% wool. It is a true trench coat. The length of it, the structure of it, everything screams trench. I do love that the buttons are kind of like not black. They kind of have this sort of like tortoiseshell kind of vibe to them. Just one of those kind of great layering pieces. I do feel like a trench coat is a fall essential, and I will be doing a whole video on my fall essentials, so be on the lookout for that. It is lightweight enough to where it doesn't feel like it's kind of like overheating you, but I do feel like it has a good amount of weight to it where it feels quality. It just feels like a really good quality trench coat. Likely for me though, I like to wear my trench coats just open and as is, because I find trench coats to be like a really good layering piece, and so I don't like to really conceal the outfit underneath it. I just use a trench coat as like that additional extra layer to really make the outfit pop. Happy to have this in my wardrobe, and I'm actually packing it with me on a little trip I'm going on. So okay, now we're done with the clothes, and now we're about to head into the shoes. So the first shoes are these. This is their Mary Jane shoe, and I just call these the ballet flat because to me these are essentially ballet flats. And I'm not joking when I say these are probably one of the most comfortable pair of shoes that I own. It is extremely soft and comfortable when you are wearing it. I don't know what they put in here, but wow, this thing is soft. I love the square toe. I do love a cute little square toe when it comes to a ballet flat. And what I also love is that the strap on this is actually not attached to like the size of the shoe. It's attached to the inside of the side of the shoe, which I think kind of allows like a little bit more flexibility here. And so instead of it adjusting or kind of like really compressing and having to be restricted to just these sides, you can like adjust it as further front or as like far back as you like. But also I feel like they did that so you can probably just wear it like this. Like if you didn't want the strap in there, maybe attach the strap to the back and then just slip your foot in there, and then you have a regular ballet flat without any strap. So I would say you get 2 uses out of this, 2 wears, 2 different styles out of this. So that is definitely getting your bang for your buck and your cost per wear. But yeah, the sole of this is wooden, and I got these in a size 9.5. I'm normally what I thought was a size 9. If you have like slightly wider feet, I would definitely say size a half size up if you can. Yeah, these are really, really cute. Like, these are really cute. These are cute. These are cute. Now, kind of up from that, we have these clogs. How fun are these? These are so cute. Now I have to put a disclaimer that they are no longer being sold, at least not directly on the Everlane site, and they are very comfortable for what they are. I was not expecting them to actually be as comfortable as they are, but they are. The heel is pretty thick and it's pretty high, but the front platform is also pretty thick and pretty high. You're only getting like this much of a heel, which honestly is not that bad at all. And you can kind of see it covers like a majority of your foot. I do feel like that kind of security helps this to be a little bit more comfortable. And also the inside sole of the shoe is also kind of like a little bit cushiony. In all areas, this is a very comfortable shoe. I think that this is a great casual style of shoe to wear. Like I think it looks good with the jeans. These work really well with like kind of like a kick flare kind of pant as well, something that's a little more cropped. A funky little pair of shoes. I love these. They're so cute and very different from anything I have in my wardrobe. And then we have these boots. These are their banana heel boot. Look at these boots, y'all. Look at these boots. I'm trying to get the whole thing in the frame. I love these so much. I got these because I did not have a pair of boots in this like kind of brownish, deep kind of cocoa brown color. One of my favorite features of this is that it's kind of like this pointed square toe. As I've already mentioned, I have an affinity to the square toe, and I do like that this is a more square rounded toe. And also the heel on this is actually not that bad. I will say this is probably like 2 inches, which is not bad at all. So if you're somebody who likes to like wear heels but you also want to be comfortable, even if you're like working in the professional space and you want to wear like your heeled boots, this is definitely one that I think they took into consideration for like the professional girlies, because this can definitely be worn in a professional setting. But this is 100% leather, so the quality is there. You feel it, like it is very soft to the touch. It is buttery smooth. There is no zip up or anything, so these are just like pull on boots. And when I first got them, I was a little nervous. Because I was like, And usually when no boot has a zip up, it tends to be a problem for me. But no, these are not a problem. The calf size is actually pretty wide, and I am a 16.5 to 17 inch calf size. If you're a little larger in the calf area, these may be a little too snug. And then I also did get these in a size 9.5. I do feel like these kind of run just a little more narrow in the foot area. So if you have a slightly wider foot, I would definitely recommend going a half size up. I can't really fit like a pair of like slim jeans in here or skinny jeans, just because again on me this is already pretty fitted. You can really only get away with like stockings with this, but stockings will make it easier to slip on and off, I will say. And that is my Everlane haul, y'all. We made it. Let me know down in the comments below if you like these pieces or what pieces caught your eye. Shout out to Everlane, shout out to these pieces, and shout out to y'all for watching this entire haul. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, I will catch y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye.